Everything went dark and I die.
And now
The
we
hero.
start
And the
again.
princess.
You're on a path in the
Wow.
woods. And at the end of
By
that
the way, you're
path
right now
is a
in or
cabin.
out con lo de
And in
esta.
the basement of that cabin
Cool.
is a princess.
Because of los otros trastornos que hiciste. So now, go ahead. Hay
here
una
to
palabra
slay
que te
her.
sale deja vu, by
If
the
you
way, un
don't,
choice.
It will
En
be
Deja
esta
the
vu.
parte.
end of the world.
Yeah, just
Deja
like,
vu.
why do I feel like I've done this before? Hay uno por ahí.
See if I was want to. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Do I get some sort of rewards? I consider maybe.
No, so como it seems like anything that says explore is like it's not you making a choice, it's just straight up you asking random crap.
I guess.
Or making or, sometimes it implies doing something, but for the most part they seem to be like meh.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Try and save her, Kumar.
Before you go any further.
Sure.
Are you
She
gonna
will
go be a
lie,
sim? Are you
she
gonna
will
be a
cheat,
sim or are you
she
gonna
will
kill
do
her?
everything
But
in her
I'll
power
do a
to
sim.
stop you
But
from
I'm a
again-
man of virtues. I don't
believe a
kill
word she
women.
says.
But the title
Don't be a
says
sim.
slay the princess.
She's a princess.
He's not gonna
We're
follow
supposed to
instructions.
save princesses, not slay them.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that one,
Ignore
hero.
him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But he has a point.
Yeah, he does have a point.
Proceed to cabin.
Turn around.
I am here.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
No mirror.
The air is
No
stale and
mirror.
musty, and the floor and
No,
walls
porque
are
te hicieron
painted
un
in a
reset.
fine layer
Ella
of
te hizo un
dust.
reset.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that
What a
table
nice looking
is a
table.
pristine blade.
Are you gonna
The
grab
blade is
Mr.
your
Shanky or
implement.
no?
You'll need
I will
it
grab
if you
it.
want to do this right.
You're right, narrator. I will take
You take
the
the
blade.
blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah. Stab.
Gotta practice my chicken.
I gotta practice my stabbies.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an
Stab.
oppressive place. The air feels heavy and
Why can't I
damp.
stab the
A
narrator?
hint of rot filtering
He's
from
not
the
there,
ancient
he's in your
wood.
brain.
If the
Oh,
princess really
I have a
lives here,
tumor.
slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
You have
voice
two, technically
carries up
speaking.
the stairs.
No,
Or
one of
more.
my
Who's
boys.
there?
And the other ones are you.
She sounds dangerous.
Hmm?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Oh my god.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Is she trying to manipulate me? Or is she trying to arouse me?
Good.
I will
You're
continue
still
down
listening
the
to
stairs.
reason.
Am I really listening to reason?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
So,
There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
oh my
leading
god,
her to the
imagine this
far
character
wall of
just
the
having
basement.
just answering in single
She's so
similar
coldly beautiful.
syllables. So
Is she really a threat
Yo.
to the world?
There was
Or
one
does
that
she
was like,
task at
hi.
hand?
yeah.
Hey,
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
don't make me stab you.
Yeah.
What? No way. Why would you even think of that?
That
Guess
giant
how you have a
knife
knife,
you're
too?
holding
Yeah.
kinda gives it away, doesn't
Giant?
it?
I thought this was a butter knife. No.
Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
Yeah.
We should drop it. Don't you dare.
Don't you? Shut up,
It's
narrator.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It really isn't skibbity.
Drop it.
Hide and grip.
Drop it. Drop it, mister.
Go with your heart, Kumar.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the
You
blade.
ignore you ignore Giles'
You
grip.
poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step
Aye.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm not here to kill you,
I'm
lady.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I can yeet the sword. What if she's bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade.
You're
Can we
so
just talk?
close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
Narrator, shh,
No,
I'm
this
trying to
is a
get
good
laid here.
idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Women.
Oh, got him.
Fine then, I guess we're in
Wait.
impasse.
Where?
Let's squint at the princess
You
while
stand.
holding
Squint.
onto the blade.
Squinting.
You're like, bitch.
She
Fucking
squints back.
bitch. Oh, you think you can squint at me? I can squint back at you.
That's right. Squint again.
Squint
Yeah.
even harder.
And harder. So does she.
Hmm.
At least
I will
nobody's
win this
dying
war.
right now.
I will win.
You're going to have to make a choice.
I don't have to do
Can't
anything,
keep
narrator.
squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
No.
Hmm.
Ah. Dang it.
If you want to simp, you gotta drop the blade.
Yeah, I know.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
My
with an
wiener has
unceremonious
dropped.
crack.
No, just my knife.
A banana. It's just a banana.
Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment,
Hey, have you met
you step
Handyman?
forward to speak
Yes.
with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
Yes, we will.
I don't know what you're hoping to
Ayo.
accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
How would you
Now
know?
I'm
Make
just
sure
gonna
you don't
let
forget
you
about the
guys
blade on the
woo
floor.
her. I'm not gonna say
You're going to
shit
need it.
about the options.
We gotta woo her? I
So
thought
here
dropping
we
the
are.
knife was
Wooing?
enough.
An awkward start to
No.
a relationship.
Ah, it's not my first rodeo, and it's not my first knife point. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. relationship. Are you coming on to? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Golly,
Okay.
that's the biggest stretch I've ever heard.
That's the best that I've ever seen.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do I have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. No! I want to get you
Name.
out of here.
Name. No, name.
Don't bother.
No.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
There is a knife.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Exactly.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
We can just slice the
Right.
thumb off.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Really,
The
because you're
thumb
supposed
off?
to end the world. There's people out there. What's your name? How long have you been down here?
What's your name?
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Narrator, I'm trying to build up a relationship here.
You're the worst wingman I've ever seen.
I know.
How long?
How long have you been down
Too
here?
long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I got a Rizzer.
Would have been easier without a knife from the very start.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Well, I mean, I've seen myself in the
If
mirror.
I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. They didn't tell me nothing. I was hoping you told me. No, but I'm sure they have the reasons. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
Narrator, you haven't
Hopefully
had my
sooner.
back at all. You just told me to kill a lady.
How sweet.
You're not helping me at all,
You'd
bro.
You're not
help
helping
get
me.
out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Hmm. I still have a few more questions before I decide. Slay the princess.
I
Actually, I
changed
changed
my
my
mind.
mind. Examine the I'll see what I can do.
You walk
Okay.
up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yeah.
Okay, they're really in
They're
there.
large and heavy, far
That's
too solid
that's
for you to
pretty
even
in there,
imagine
not gonna lie.
trying to break them apart.
It's like someone made some pretty good chains up in here.
If you don't
Must
have
be
the
iron.
key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
You know what? That's like the best idea you've given so far.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the
Oh
town.
yeah? Watch
You
me.
never know.
Watch me. Find it.
Watch me work. If there isn't a key, do you have any idea besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around someone up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
It's not like you're gonna go
You
anywhere.
attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Yeah, I
The
know
door
where
at the
we
top
can
of
go.
the
So don't
stairs
move,
slams
stay here.
shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Hmm?
Is someone else here?
You're locked in.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Try to do it.
You make your way back to the bottom
You
of
don't
the
even
stairs.
try to yell.
No,
You're
I'm not
like,
even
So
gonna
much
try.
easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
narrator, did you lock me down here?
Easier for whom? Easier.
Oh, we gotta
for
kill the narrator.
everyone.
That's the
Who
real.
is
That's the truth.
everyone?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Apparently.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Are you sure you want to lose a
You
hand?
won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm,
Yeah.
just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Yeah.
You cut into her.
Why am I
flesh.
cutting the... I feel like it's
The
better
blade is
just
sharp,
to
and you make
break her
quick work
hand.
of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone.
Oh,
as
yeah.
She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
See, was that so hard?
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Well, she loses
It's
an
not
arm. She
she
lost a
isn't even
hand.
bothered by it.
Don't worry, we
Thank
can
you.
And a
that.
wrist.
Now let's get out of here.
Approach the
Okay,
locked
but-
door.
We
How are we
won't
gonna
have
get
to
out of here?
leave.
All we got is
The
this
stakes
bloody
are too
knife.
high. You can't just let her
And a
escape
hand.
into the world.
Why not? She's just
I
a
just
girl.
can't let her escape into the world.
Narrator, open the
As
door.
princess approaches the bottom stair.
No,
your
narrator,
body
what are you
steps
doing?
Forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
You can't just control me, narrator.
Watch
That's not
me.
how the story goes.
Watch me. There you go.
One
There's a
hand.
Hey,
way to warn her.
That.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Before all of the ones
Yeah.
that say slay.
Stop it! Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
You are trying to
No,
get
you're
me to
not.
murder someone.
There's another way to warn her. You can keep warning her.
See?
I gotta resist.
Yeah, you can resist. Yeah.
The blade. Move the blade.
I don't
You're
want
doing
to.
your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I have eyes?
I'll
Yes.
make
Eyes.
this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
I'm sorry?
Okay, bye.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Neat.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end.
I blame you, narrator.
I thought we had
I'm
something.
afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
No, because you made this happen.
Get
Not
ready
if-
for chapter 2.
Not if
You
we do
made
it
this
again.
happen.
Oh, come on, what if we do it
You're
again?
in
Oh,
the woods.
Now you gotta go again.
And at the end of that path,
oh geez,
is a
you don't
cabin.
say.
Ahora que te sale del déjà
And in
vu.
the basement
Yes,
of that cabin
now deja vu.
is a
Come on,
box.
Deja
vu?
Oh,
You're
come on, what if we
here
do
to
the
I've
exact
been in
same
this
thing?
place before.
Ah.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, pishy poshy poo.
It's it's the top one right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, hasn't
I'm
this
gonna-
No,
already
no.
But this one says deja vu.
happened?
Yeah, well,
Either which
shit.
of them.
Alright.
It hasn't.
Either one of them.
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Narrator, you're such a liar.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't
The
trust
skeptic.
a word
Yeah, I
out of
wouldn't
his mouth.
trust him either.
There's
He
got to be a way
murdered
out
me.
of it, for us and for the princess.
We need to
Just
save
have
the
to keep
princess.
trying.
Save the princess.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right?
No,
It's going
no,
to be
you
a
don't
lot
know.
harder than you think to keep secrets from.
Nuh-uh.
You don't know that.
You don't know nothing,
And as far as
narrator.
trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
How is she dangerous?
you
So
about
she
the
has
stakes of
she
the
has
situation less than a
powers
minute
of
ago.
whatever, but so do you, narrator. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this is really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yes.
Otherwise, I am unable to
Let's
move.
say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Or probably because
The absolute
you forced me to
irony.
die.
Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Hmm.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do.
It
which is
perfectly
honestly
sounds
why
like the
I
thing
want
you would
to
do.
not
You
believe
made me
whatever
try to kill her, and
self-delusions
then
the
she
three of you
killed
are
me.
crafting.
She mercy killed me because she would murder me.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of
If
the
I
doubt,
did
mother.
practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said...
Wait, what was that second question?
Did you say something really mean to me?
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Otherwise,
I
you would be
mean-
in chapter 2.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario...
Oh, now we're
that
getting
begs the
hypothetical
question of
scenarios?
How you got back here? Did time simply
dude.
rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or
Well-
do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, to be fair, I don't really need to know that because they also
What a
put her
conveniently
there, so, you know,
ambiguous group
man.
of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, how I
She
wish
might have
that were
bled
the
out.
case. But if the princess weren't a
True.
certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
Ah,
You're
yes.
talking in circles.
Here we are.
No, I'm
You're not
talking in
making any
facts.
sense.
Now
Facts.
proceed to the cabin.
Let's talk about this
Just be quick
princess.
about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I
Thought you
wish
were gonna
I could tell
ask
you
who
more, but
locked
you just
her in
have
the
to trust that
basement.
what
Nah.
I'm
You,
saying is
you
true.
just need.
and
I'm
despite
using
it
my
all,
trust me, bro
fully
card.
up to the
Come
task
on.
that's been given
Trust
to you.
No,
Bro.
I can't trust you. It's untrustable.
You
You're
haven't
not a
given
good
us an
wingman.
ounce of proof.
Yeah.
You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally
enough.
anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Okay, I don't have pockets.
Leave your pocket unchecked.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an
The
envelope
evidence.
with the words "the evidence" written across the front.
This is not enough to convince me, dude.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth.
Okay, nice try,
Doesn't
bro.
prove
Yeah,
anything,
nice try.
but
This
we
isn't
know
this
you
isn't good
didn't
enough
just
for me.
forge our handwriting. I wish I could
Look
tell
at our
you that
hands.
there
How
are
can we
some
write?
rules I
Yeah,
have to
look at
follow
these
for all our
nails.
sakes. Please just trust that these rules are
Oye,
in
gente
place
que
for a
escribe con
reason.
una mala
And
I'm
letra.
on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Sure.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
I'm gonna
Think
keep
we've
putting
got
the world
everything
at
out of him
risk
we're gonna get.
if I can save the princess. Thank you very much. Who locked the princess in the
People
in the
locked her in that
basement?
basement, and I told you what this place is.
Who are these
It's
people?
A path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I want to complicate things because I don't understand. If people locked her away,
Hey.
why couldn't they slay her? What is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this.
You're not
but
saying
it's
anything,
because
man.
You're special.
How am I
You're
special?
the only person capable of doing this.
What
Call
makes
it
me
a
so
prophecy, if
special?
that helps.
You're
That's
not.
just the
You're.
way things
You look
are.
at your hand. You're special.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I don't know.
Yes, right.
Wait, but is
We're
it special
because we're
special or Timmy special?
How
Look,
special
I'm
am
annoyed that
I?
you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
But I still have more questions. You're being cagey. Why aren't you
Told
telling
you everything you
me?
need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
It's already
Not to sound like a
complicated.
broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
But if I know more
I know
about
it
her, I
sounds
can
like I'm
treat her
hiding something,
better.
but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Fine.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn
I'm
around.
not so sure running away is the best idea. We're
Are
not
you
the
sure?
only person stuck here. What about her?
What about her, though?
Seriously?
We're not
You're
allowed
just
to
going
even save
turn
her.
around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I don't need to know where I'm going. Fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin. Come on, I'm gonna talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I realized that the coming probably continue.
Eso ya se han repetido.
Maybe I won't.
I guess we
we'll
will.
see. Yes, we will,
Good.
narrator. Yes, we will.
Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things.
To the bottom.
A warning before
Yeah?
you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I mean, she's a woman,
Don't
but
believe a word she
so?
says. Yes,
Same.
yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
yeah.
No, I
Wink.
didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the
Wink.
princess.
Wink.
You got it. Wink.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy
Yo,
woodland
mirror.
retreat
Whoa,
and more
mirror.
like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate
Wisps?
the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That's a pretty nice blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Maybe I don't want to do it at all.
But the mirror, though.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror.
There
There's
is a mirror.
table,
I can
there's a
see
blade
it.
sitting on the table and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
He can't see it.
You can't see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Oh yeah,
I
and then
think
what's that
we know
mirror
what we
like
have
thing?
to do.
Oh yeah, I know. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
I want to look at
I want to
myself.
look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it.
Yes.
Oh, he clearly
This
just
is some
doesn't
sort of
see it.
rehearsed bit. Use your eyes. There is
Yeah, it's
no
a good
mirror.
bit.
Why
It is
would
a
I
pretty
lie
good
about
bit.
something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
You never know. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Oh yeah, what's this mirror thing?
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Shut up, you're hurting my
It was there a
feelings.
second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled.
Where would the
Maybe
mirror
it'll
be?
back.
Where would the mirror be?
Alright, fine, we'll take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, yeah.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Wink. This whole cabin is different than last
Very
time.
different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all
I?
on its own? Maybe it's
Did
a
I
different cabin
change it?
entirely.
Maybe it's a different
better
princess
novel
entirely.
thought. Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't
It's
died.
not
You
nonsense,
certainly
it's
haven't been
real.
killed by the princess. So
But
focus
you
up.
wouldn't have died if you
Don't get
hadn't had
distracted
the
by
knife to
minor
begin with.
details.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
Oh my god.
A few sputtering torches
staircase.
attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
Slimy moss.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Does she know who I am?
You walk down the stairs.
Oh,
and lock
Jesus
eyes with the
Christ.
princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall.
No, there's a
reminding
there's
them
a couple
of
more
cords
chains this time,
that she
Kuma.
Yeah.
I don't think the
her
knife
hands
is
in
gonna
her
work
lap.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much for cutting her out of here.
I'll say.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Wait, I mean, it was
Oh,
an
they're trying to get-
option.
You notice the empty
Oh,
chain
they're trying
on
to
the
get
wall.
smart with us.
Odd that in
I
a
know,
place where
right?
everything
Oh,
seems to
look
serve
at
a
this.
distinct purpose.
We can cut her out of that.
there would be something
Yeah.
So obviously
Sure, it'll be fine.
useless.
I mean, you know, should be headless, but
That was their
should
last
be
time
out.
too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not gonna do
I-
none of that, sister. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Hmm?
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Alright.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Let's throw it away.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'll take you on a date. I'm the only one who remembers that. What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall. Who's it for? What do you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here. You're not much. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife.
Okay. I'm sure nothing bad
Don't
gonna happen.
worry, you'll get it back.
Okay.
Ominous.
Right.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
I believe her.
Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious.
That's
In
fine.
case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Okay.
Alright.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then
Let's
let's
get her out of here.
I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Maybe
That
I'm
doesn't
the
sound
world.
Great. What about the pros? There are none.
Are you sure? I think we
The
can find a
pros
pro.
are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something
You
to
gotta
us with
go.
what he has
I mean,
planned.
we might be able to get our
Or
knife
maybe
back.
they're
That's a
both
pretty
screwing
much
us
good
over in their
pro.
own ways.
Can you imagine the princess watching your character just pick to himself? I was like, I think this guy's crazy.
You were, yeah, you were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time?
Oh, were we talking about that?
Yes.
I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll
This
fill you
isn't a
in.
game.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're
They're
back.
trying to get funny.
Maybe the narrator's the
Is that
villain.
really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Hmm.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
At least you told
I
me,
guess
honestly.
it's possible she really doesn't know
Mm.
anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That might be a
I
good
guess
back
what you
in
thing.
said back in the woods really was true.
Take your time.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Yeah.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world.
But
from
that's
being
not
damned to oblivion.
heroic. Stop suggesting
The
killing her is the
situation
only
right now,
heroic
where
thing I
you're
can
getting
do.
A second shot at things is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Neat.
Now hold on. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
So many
I needed
hypotheticals.
you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Oh, hey.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for
Yeah,
that.
sure, voice of hero.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Okay.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I
isn't.
say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world,
That doesn't make
you
any
need
sense.
to accept that. I won't. Fine.
I
You won't get
well,
another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus.
Huh?
This is a
Oh yeah,
serious
that's right. You were
situation.
still here.
You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I was thinking of you. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it?
Oh,
I am here.
this silly
Why are you
little
here?
thing. Don't worry about it.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Oh.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Can I remove your head and put it back on?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Yo, the other
I'm not
chain's for
giving you
us.
a weapon. I can cut you out here. I'm not giving you a weapon. I'm trusting you. Give her the knife.
Slide it over.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
I'm gonna do it. You
Until
can't
come
stop
up
me,
with
narrator.
Any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly.
What was the point in
place.
slaying her? She's
You tried
already
this last
chained
time.
up here.
Do you
This
want
doesn't
to
make
know how
any
it went for
sense. So
you?
I gotta get her out.
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, boy. Tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm
If
not
I
afraid
was
of
him,
dying
I'd stay
again.
quiet.
Are you? A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
It sounded like I threw it.
The princess
Yeah.
maintains unsettling eye
That's not how I
contact
slide.
as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly
Sorry.
as she raises the blade to her throat.
Okay.
That doesn't
What
look
is she
good.
doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own. No.
Oh, I still want to watch.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be
Aye.
damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she?
Is she though? Is she really?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap.
Alright.
Her eye twitches.
Jesus, freak.
Huh.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half wink.
This is not what I
Head
wanted to
twists
happen.
slowly to the side.
Hey, come on, you know what would've
flipping
been
to
funny?
her shoulder.
What?
You start squinting at her, and she squints back.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free.
Well,
It
I hope
bounces
you're
a few
happy,
times
narrator.
before
She's
rolling to a
dead.
stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we
Yeah,
can
put it back. Let's put it back.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
That's not what I wanted to
This.
do.
Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
What's my reward? Another slaying princess?
We should take her with us, don't you think?
Yeah.
What?
She would want a
No,
proper
You
burial.
shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
We gotta bury
Because-
her. We can't just
I
leave
can
her
think of
here.
Lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell,
Yeah.
we could even give her a proper burial.
Yeah.
Did save the world, right?
She's
You
the
don't
hero,
need
not
proof. You don't
me.
need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
What kind of narrator are
Even after
you?
all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward.
Well, we can put this
Stop
behind us
reading
as
into
soon as I
things that
bury
ended as
her.
past. You can relax. I'm just keeping myself sharp.
I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Take her
I'm
with
taking her
you.
with me.
Yay!
Fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids.
What about the
Then
body?
make your way back upstairs to the first
Ah, we
floor
don't
of the
need it.
cabin.
Alright, fine.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead.
Are you sure?
What if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
To be fair,
Okay,
yeah,
Paul.
you kind of do. You're the narrator. Explain it.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Oh, I got an achievement.
This is the end of the
You're welcome,
world,
Diana.
isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Yeah, get out of here, narrator. We don't need you. We saved the princess.
over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Maybe he's the world.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I
No
had to
problem.
take it on faith that you would know what to do.
I
I'm
really
glad I was
didn't, but
right
sure.
to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
To be fair, it should be cold. You have no body. Ah!
Yes.
Oh,
Hands.
I finally got her out. Now she's gone. I just got her out. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
Hey, what
Where did she
happened?
go?
Well, I had to leave. What I
The
missed?
hands
Ah,
from
you
the
missed.
world took her away
Was
from
it?
me.
Why
I
now?
finally have
What?
freed her.
She was alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was alive.
Neat.
Of course
And-
you're scared. This
and-
is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be
wait.
okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. I don't need to respond to anyone. Approach the mirror.
Should have
So-
said the second one to
Was
see
it
the
the
Approach
reaction.
mirror.
Who's afraid? The
This doesn't
skeptic?
feel right. It feels
The hero.
different.
Yeah, okay.
Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
So who took the princess? The
I
narrator?
took the I took the princess. The narrator vanished. The voices
cool.
feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me.
It's me.
You've grown. I have.
I did like what, one playthrough?
You find
One
yourself
extra
in the long quiet once again. Proceed to
Yes,
the
sir.
cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes.
Oh no, this one
become
has no
pockets
head.
of vitality and movement.
Man.
I am more than I was
I mean,
before.
she does. The hands are holding it.
Whenever
I mean,
you
yeah.
are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
But no. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight
I'm
answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me.
I mean, to be fair,
I never
words should be
fully believe
difficult
what
the
I
moment
wish
you
to
severed
say.
your neck.
If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What did it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
This is who I am. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do this? Why can't I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you have any preference on how do you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you. The more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more
We
perspective.
did it.
How
You
did
will
I?
have your
We
rest
did
it.
in time,
We're done.
and I am sorry
We
for
gave
the
you an
burdens I
achievement.
place on you.
It's true.
Oh, you killed her.
No,
No.
we freed her.
You actually freed her. Wow.
Yeah. You know, it took her killing herself and slicing her own head, but you know, I got her out.
She was alive.
Nice.
She
You
was
know
alive.
that at the end of this,
Nice.
once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.